Good day, viewers and Mr. Carreon. We are Group 4 and our research is about the analysis of the traffic flow along España Boulevard-Lacson Avenue intersection. Traffic congestion has been a major issue all over the country. It troubles the local commuters in their day-to-day commute, which has been their struggle for years now. The primary objective of this study was to identify the prevalent causes of the traffic congestion in the intersection of España Boulevard-Lacson Avenue, located in Metro Manila. It also explores the impacts on the safety of the commuters on the said area whilst caught in between the congestion, as well as finding all feasible alternatives to the issue. Survey questionnaires were given out to the targeted respondents, which is the CE students in Mapua University who commutes along the said area. The results indicate that imbalanced traffic signal, massive volume of vehicles, roadworks, incompetent public transportation system, and jaywalking pedestrians constitute the notable causes of traffic congestion in the area. In addition, a follow-up quantitative research study to further explore and collaborate these results is also advised. For the background of the study, traffic congestion is a big problem especially in Metro Manila. Last 2018, Japan International Cooperation Agency reported that the country may lose 5.4 billion pesos to traffic daily by 2035 if there are no interventions made. The figures by JICA can increase daily, especially if the congestion is not managed properly. However, transportation and traffic engineers are conducting studies to further improve and said congestion and increase efficiency in road. One of these is the case study about the four-legged intersection that forms a traffic jam in España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue that was conducted by the students of Mapua University. The said students will conduct a study on how to reduce the conflicts on the intersection and apply countermeasures that can ease the traffic on the said intersection. Traffic is one of the most chronic problems that every country experiences, and traffic congestion became a norm in urban places like in España. For some, traffic light is one of the solutions for maintaining traffic flow and safety on intersections. But on the contrary, it is also being criticized by many regarding its effectiveness. Traffic signal countdowns has a massive effect on the traffic flow on the road and the people's convenience. It also has the effects on the driver's response and their decision-making process in terms of speeding up and going slow when there are traffic lights. In acknowledgement to this problem, this study proposes solutions regarding traffic congestion and construct a survey among the students of Mapua University. Figure 3.1 illustrates the traffic movement along España Boulevard and Lacson Avenue during peak hour. Figure 3.2 shows the traffic condition along the intersection during 12 p.m. The study will provide better understanding on how to manage the traffic. It rationalizes the importance to focus not just on the roads, but also to the system of traffic. The researchers came up to this topic that will yield less traffic congestion and the number of accidents. The result of this study can help decision makers to make more efficient, useful policies and strategies. The study will focus on the investigation of different traffic patterns to determine the possible traffic countermeasures on the traffic flow along the intersection of España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue, as perceived by numerous people who regularly travels across every single day. The study will not cover other problems that are not considered, such as drunk driving accidents.
I'm Meilene Velasquez and I'm going to explain Chapter 3, which is the methodology. As for the research design, the researchers work on a descriptive survey research design since it is the most convenient way to accurately gather the data needed to answer the research questions and to fulfill its objectives. Online survey questionnaires would be utilized to gather the data needed. As for the research setting, our topic is located at España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue intersection, And shown in the figure is the map of the said intersection and the road length gathered from Google Earth. In this table are the key features and facts covered by Lacson Avenue. In this figure, the researchers observed that there are just 6 actual traffic movements along the intersection, which is very different from the movements that we also observed during the peak hour traffic. The researchers also did a manual traffic count in the area to find out the annual average daily traffic of the said intersection. As for the survey, we used Levin's formula to compute for the sample number of respondents. Our population size was 423, which pertains to the population of currently enrolled batch 2015 students of Mapua University. And from there, we got the sample size of 151. Shown in the side is the survey that the researchers used to gather responses and opinions from the students of Mapua University. I'm also going to explain the results and discussion. As you can see from the figure, the detailed evaluation of the said intersection can't be computed due to the inconsistency of the acquired data. Therefore, only the general level of service for each movement in the intersection is computed. From the manually computed level of services, it shows that all possible movements in the said intersection have a level of service of F. This goes to show that the congestion on the intersection is almost at all roads. Every vehicle moves in lockstep with the vehicle in front of it, with frequent slowing required. Travel time cannot be predicted with generally more demand than capacity. A road in a constant traffic jam is at this LOS, because LOS is an average or typical service rather than a constant state. These are the responses of the students to the question, how big of a problem would you say that the amount of traffic congestion along España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue in general? The first graph shows that the majority of respondents think that traffic congestion in España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue is a big problem, hence, generalizing the conclusion to be made in our study from the response of our fellow students in Mapua University. The exact percentage are shown above, which could be used in the future study or data gathering with regards on the severeness of traffic congestion. Next question is there a certain time of the day that you feel traffic congestion is worse in España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue? From the figure above, we can see that the responses are almost equally distributed, but the most number of percentage is during 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., which is the common dismissal time among the students not only in Mapua, but also from other universities. In between this time is also where the office works of most of the companies in Manila are done, hence adding to the volume of mass transportation. Next question is, do you feel unsafe on any part of your journey along España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue? The survey shows that 64% thinks that too much traffic congestion is the reason why they don't feel safe along the way, which could be attributed to the fact that traffic is not just a waste of time but also a threat to many commuters, especially those who ride public transportations every day, such as jeepneys, e-trikes, motorcycles, tricycles, UVs, and others. Moreover, the survey depicts that 46.4% believes that pedestrians who occupy major road sections are the reason why they feel unsafe. Most of the respondents who chose this may have driven a car because they might be concerned about the pedestrians who cross rigorously without further notice, and some may think that people with bad intentions may blend with the crowd. Question is, what do you think is the main cause of traffic congestion along España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue? The survey shows that 58.3% of the respondents claims that the high volume of cars is the main cause of traffic congestion along the said intersection. This is commonly the main cause of traffic congestion not only in this intersection but also in the whole world, as vehicles occupies the space larger than its intended capacity. Furthermore, the respondents suggest that imbalanced traffic signals, roadworks, and public transportation system are also the main causes of traffic congestion on the said intersection. This question is, what do you think will be the main solution to the traffic congestion along España Boulevard, Lacson Avenue? The survey shows that 58.3% of the total respondents agrees that road widening is the main solution to the traffic congestion problem in the said area. The second highest ranked answer, which is 53% of the total respondents, concurs that having additional lanes on the said area will be the effective solution to alleviate the traffic congestion on the intersection. Other results from the survey suggest adding an overpass or underpass for pedestrians and implementing truck ban might gain beneficial results on the traffic congestion problem. The addition of overpass or underpass will make the pedestrians to stay away from the main road and thus making the vehicles go without the hassle of having pedestrians crossing the roads, which is also a lot safer for both pedestrians and travelers.
Hi, my name is Lacson and I am presenting the conclusion of our research paper. The main purpose of this research was to evaluate the degree to which congestion have an effect on traffic flow and safety on the intersection of España Boulevard and Lacson Avenue. From the research study, the traffic congestion along the intersection of Lacson Avenue and España Boulevard has been a big problem for the local commuters. Since the said intersection have a level of service of F, showing that the traffic condition is like stop and go, more than 74% of the respondents indicated that traffic congestion has been a major issue in their day-to-day commute. Based on the data we gathered on our survey, the certain time of day that traffic congestion is worse in the said area were almost equally divided by the respondents. This just means that the traffic congestion in this area is always happening, whether it is rush hour or not. Some of the respondents feel unsafe passing through the intersection of España Boulevard and Lacson Avenue due to the high volume of cars and pedestrians crossing in the said area. Accidents may still happen even if the vehicles are stuck in traffic. As our conclusion, we conclude that the process of road widening has favorable on local commuters. It is a promising idea that could not only solve the traffic congestion in the area, but it could also highly contribute to the commuters. However, for this to be able to work, it's going to take a whole lot of effort from road users, traffic enforcers, and owners of the establishments present in the area. Thank you.
During this study, we found out that there's a lot of problems in España Boulevard and Lacson Avenue, which can improve only when there's a coordination between government and people. So these are the recommendations we need for both people and government. First, attention should be devoted to anticipating, planning, observing, and surveying the combined effects of roads. Sometimes, the required fitting structural scale will cross condition limits, and particularly in those cases, coordinated effort and collaboration among government offices would be helpful. Second, the future researchers must study about the pedestrian crossing because a lot of vehicles does not stop, particularly when someone is passing through the pedestrian. There should be a certain way to avoid accidents. And third, the density of automobiles traversing the road should always be consideration in designing the stoplights in the area. And lastly, it is also recommended that the next batch of researchers should use this study and expound limits on the study respondents to obtain more than 95% degree of confidence to rather more than result of this study.